What's up guys, back again with another vlog. It's Sunday night, 28th of August. I was reminiscing a bit of last year because I was at a festival called Creamfields and it was like one of the best days of like last summer. It was so sick. But whereas this time I'm just chilling at home, a bit annoyed. Thought I'd make a video quickly, so I just thought I'd show you what I'm eating on this Sunday night. Here we go. Got like a bit of a side salad going on. I've got like a panini. It's like sort of messed up a bit. I've got a bit of avocado, low fat cheese, chicken and some mushrooms. And I just thought I'd quickly go over, lighting's gone dark, quickly go over like what I've done, like as you've seen in my past video, like my current physique, what I've done to lose about 23 pounds. So I thought I've got a whiteboard here. I'll go through it. I'm just going to eat this food and I'm going to go through it with you. That meal was delicious. I'll put the macros on screen for you. Just shows like why I love the flexible dieting approach. You can just have whatever you want. Anyway, let's get to this full cutting plan. What I've used. I'm going to try and keep it nice, short and sharp so I'm not going on. Get straight to the point. So yeah, let's get into it. So guys, starting off with this plan. We've obviously got the calories, first of all, which is in versus out, expenditure versus what you're taking in. So, obviously if my maintenance is 2,700 for example, and I'm eating 2,700 calories, then my weight should stay the same. However, it is a lot of trial and error, like there's a lot of formulas you can do, but everybody's body's different and they react to different foods and different ways of doing things differently. So at the start of this cut, I'm using my example. So this is my maintenance from trial and error and through the calculations. So I started in a deficit of 300 calories, which took it to 2,400. This was for like the first 3 to 4 weeks. I just wanted to do it steadily so I didn't lose too much muscle mass. And then I dropped it down to 2,200 calories, which is a 500 calorie deficit, which is what people would recommend you doing usually, a 500 calorie deficit to lose weight. But I found I hit a little bit of a plateau. So about 10 days ago I dropped it down to 2,060 calories, sorry. And yeah, I've been losing weight. So yeah, that's the calories. Moving on to macronutrients. These are the foods that make up the calories. So we've got the proteins, fats and carbohydrates. Proteins equate to 4 calories per 1 gram. Fats is 9 calories per 1 gram. And carbs is 4 calories per 1 gram. So these are the macros for 2,060 calories. So I've got 200 grams of protein, 60 grams of fat and 180 grams of carbs. At the start, when I was on the 2,400, I had a bit more protein, a bit more fat and a bit more carb. I had a bit of everything. For protein, I go for 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So I'm about 197, so I just rounded it up to 200. For fats, usually works from 0.4 grams per pound of body weight. However, like I've played around with my fats a bit and that's too high. I want a few more carbs than fat, so I've dropped it to 60 grams, which works out about 0.33 or something around them lines. And then carbohydrates is just made up from the rest. Then we're going on to cardio, which I am incorporating in my plan at the minute. At the start I wasn't doing much, but like in my other job, my part-time job, I'm also a waiter as well, so I'm like on my feet for a lot of the day, so I'm doing a lot of steps, so my activity level is higher than most people's. However, I do want to include more cardio, just so you're burning them extra calories, you know you can hit them targets that I want to achieve. So list or hit low intensity steady state or high intensity interval training. the HIIT is gonna activate your EPOC system, which means you're gonna burn more calories after you've trained. However, for me, it also seems to increase my appetite. So when I do HIIT, I want to eat everything in sight, which isn't good, especially if I'm on quite low calories. So I don't do HIIT at the minute. However, I do like HIIT, like boxing's good for that, sprints, rowing, that sort of thing. I'm just doing lists at the minute, 3 times a week, as you can see over here. 20 to 30 minutes, depending on the day, how I feel. I choose the Stairmaster, so I can watch my YouTube videos on it. You know, catch up on my feed, watch a bit of Guzman, a bit of Rob Lipsett, Joe Delaney, that sort of thing. Right, so moving on to my training. My training program that I'm following at the minute is going to the gym 5 to 6 times per week. However, if you don't go to the gym that much, or you can't make it to the gym that much, then I'd advise a different program, but I'll talk about it in a sec. So my program is pull, push, legs. And then I can either rest the day there or just carry it through, and then I do pull, chest, triceps, shoulder biceps. I'm not training legs twice a week at the minute because I don't want my legs to get too big. Like, I want to be able to fit into nice jeans, shorts, trousers, that sort of thing. And I've always had naturally quite big legs. So, like, it depends on the individual, what muscle groups are lagging, that sort of thing. Like, my biceps are lagging quite a bit. My shoulders, my delts are lagging a bit. I've got good traps, but my delts are lagging a bit. So I want to try and bring them up by training them a bit more. If you've not got as much time and you can only get to the gym 4 times per week, then I'd recommend the upper-lower split. So you can focus on the big lifts. You can do a full upper routine Monday, which could include, like, say, the bench press, a lower routine the next day, which could be the squat, and then do isolations and stuff, then so on and so forth. On the second upper day, you could do an overhead press, and then the second lower day, you could do a deadlift. So you're fitting in all the compounds again, you're getting that frequency in. Frequency is very important, always keep that in mind. If you can't get to the gym that many times, or only 2 or 3 times, I'd recommend a full body lifts, so you can still focus it around the compound lifts. That's the word I was looking for. So, like I said in the upper lower, it's similar to that, but you can do like maybe a deadlift and a bench on the same day, or a squat and an overhead press on the same day. So that sort of thing, mixing it up. Anyway, moving on from the training, supplements that I take or would like recommend or advise. I take whey protein isolate. It's just a form of whey protein, but it doesn't contain as many fats or carbs. So it just saves me calories really. I don't want to be having unnecessary fats and carbs. Protein bars. Because I'm a waiter, right? So I'm quite like busy during the day. I don't really want to prep my meals because I like eating fresh food. So I take a protein bar with me, like a Quest, My Protein, Grenade, Carb Killer. I'm even going to try out these new Snicker protein bars. I just take one of these with me. They're really handy. They can be a bit expensive. I just try and buy them though, like when there's sales on, stuff like that. But yeah, the macros are good in them. If I'm just having like one a day or one every couple of days, doesn't really matter. It just helps me stick to my macros instead of binging out on something I shouldn't be having. And these are like very cheap supplements that I take just for health and bones and joints and stuff. So I've got the fish oil, vitamin D, vitamin C and a multivitamin. These 2 are for your immune system really. During a cut you want to try and keep your immune system high because you are prone to getting more like viruses and stuff when your body's when it's depleted and you're not having as many calories as you should be having. So I just try and keep them in my diet. And that's it really. These are cheap, you can get them from anywhere. My Protein, eBay, supermarkets, Boots, you know what I mean. I'd recommend taking them. And finally, last but not least, Refeeds. This is when you bump up, say from my calories are 2060, right? Whoops. Right, so my calories are 2060. I'd bump the calories up to 2,700 maintenance, or maybe just a little bit below, maybe 2,600. And then I'd mainly, like 90% of them calories would be from carbs. You might put a little bit of fats in, but you want them mostly to be carbs. So I'd just use, how many calories is that? If I do it to 2,700, it would be 640 calories from just carbs. So that would be like, I don't know, quite a few grams of carbs added to that. And this is just to replenish your glycogen stores. Your leptin levels it's a hormone. It's like a hunger hormone. So you'd like cravings and stuff, they kind of go away. If you was craving like junk food or a lot of carbs or sugars, they'd go away from replacing it with all these carbs. So it's just a good thing to add in, really. If you're feeling tired or you're lethargic, your energy's down, listen to your body. Obviously, if you still got high body fat, don't have it all the time. But yeah, like these are the recommended guidelines. 20% body fat once per month, 15 to 20% every 2 weeks, 9 to 14% once per week, and then if you're under 9%, you can have up to 2 a week, just depending on how your body reacts and stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this style of video. I know it's a bit different from what you usually get, but anyway, there's going to be a lot more videos coming. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hopefully it was interesting and you took something from it, you learned from it. If you've got any questions or anything about nutrition, training, just feel free to email me or message me, whatever you want. But holiday in 2 weeks tomorrow, can't wait. I'm going to be vlogging on holiday. I'm going to probably do a few full days of eating, my training, just see how it goes. Enjoy myself, enjoy life. Take care, guys. See you in the next one. The gym, this is much more like, this is, oh, for fuck's sake, what's that word that I'm looking for? Quite enjoying. So, moving on to training. Oh, fuck. Don't want that to fall down, obviously. So, I'm training Monday through to Saturday and resting on Sunday. Shut the fuck up! Right, this is just to get your glycogen stores like